Unit 11, Oliver Goldsmith. She stoops to conquer. Oliver Goldsmith was born in Palace, Ireland. However, nobody actually knows when Goldsmith was born because he told several biographer lies. He tried unsuccessfully to become a pastor, teacher, and lawyer between 1749 and 1752. After that, he enrolled in Trinity College in Dublin, Ireland, where he intended to pursue a career in medicine. But he failed once more and he never received his degree. Proofreading for a novelist printer was where Goldsmith started his literary career. But he soon met magazine publisher Ralph Griffith. The Griffith subsequently offered him a position as a magazine critic, and Goldsmith eventually started writing. Sitting in this, she stoops to conquer. Majority of the action take place in English countryside at Hardcastle Mansion in 18th century. The home is regarded as scarce and having an inn-like feel despite its age. The play only additional location is a neighboring pub called the Three Pigeons Ale House. Main characters: Mr. Hardcastle is a wealthy, old-fashioned countryman who owns the Hardcastle home. Mrs. Hardcastle is opposite of her husband. She is materialistic, values belongings, and wants a London social life. Kate Hardcastle is from a wealthy household and wants to satisfy her father. Later, she possesses as a mind to win the Charles Marlowe's love. Charles Marlowe goes to the country to meet and marry Kate, but is shy around upper class women. Marlowe is well traveled and intelligent, yet unpleasant to Kate's dad. The play is about how he falls in love with Kate, thus, he is a primary character. Tom Lumpkin is Mrs. Hardcastle's son by her first husband and an illiterate funny guy. Mrs. Hardcastle wants him to marry Constantine, but he hates her. Constantine is Mrs. Nice Hardcastle's and hired to a huge jewel fortune. Mrs. Hardcastle's guard the diamonds and wants Tony and Constance to marry to keep the riches in the family. She is secretly dating George Hastings. George Hastings, a friend of Charles Marlowe, loves Constance. He will marry Constance and then escape to France. She won't go without her jewelry. Hastings and Tony intend to steal Mrs. Hardcastle's jewelry. Plot summary: Mr. Hardcastle arranges for his daughter Kate to meet wealthy Charles Marlowe. Marlowe and George Hastings, a constant naval fan, travel to Hardcastle Mansion but get lost and stop at an alehouse for direction. Tom Lumpkin, Kate's stepbrother, is in the alehouse. Tony tricks them by saying they are far from their estate and must stay at an inn. This inn is Hardcastle's mansion. The Hardcastle family greet them since they have been waiting. They were disrespect to the Hardcastles because They assume they are in an inn. The Hastings doesn't inform Marlowe they are not in an inn since Marlowe would leave instantly. Kate's cousin Constant revealed the Marlowe timidity afterwards. He is frightened with the upper class women, but not working class. Upper class Kate knows she must emulate an ordinary woman. She becomes a mime by stooping to con. Kate's desire is to marry Marlowe. The Hastings and the Constance are dating while Marlowe is with Kate. Mrs. Hardcastle wants her to marry Tony to maintain the Constance Wells in family. Tony decided to steal his mother's wells and give them to Constance because neither wants to marry. Constance can escape to France with Hastings after receiving these gems. She inherits her richness and marries Hastings at the end. Tony's mother lied about his inheritance eligibility, but he can now collect it. Kate succeeds in getting Marlowe to love her, and the two get engaged. Theme. In this drama, class bias is a theme. Marlowe's approach to women is determined on their station in the society. Though he looks down on the poor, he is not afraid around them. In fact, he admires upper class women but is shy. Marlowe assumes all women of a specific class act and think similarly. Style. Goldsmith writers Goldsmith writer in a very straightforward but sarcastic style. His play is simple to follow from the beginning to end, giving the expression that Goldsmith was playing author. Thank you.